Most people think burnout happens in one explosive moment. For me, it happened quietly, slowly, until one day during what was supposed to be a dream family trip, it finally broke. And it wasn't what just happened to me, it was that I realized what I had allowed in my life. This is day 21 on my 30-day YouTube challenge where I'm walking you through the honest, unfiltered truth of how we went from burnout in Miami to intentional preparing for a slower pace, calmer life in the Dominican Republic. Last year, during our trip to Europe, something happened that I will never forget. We had just finished one of the most beautiful events, something that our family and I have been looking forward to for months. And my phone starts blowing up. A client that I have already uh, warned that I just landed back into Miami starts demanding showings an hour and a half away the same day that I return. And instead of me saying no, I did what burnout makes you do. I tried to make it work. And I asked one of my mentees at the time, a young agent who desperately needed income, to help. So Chia rearranged her entire night, set a, sat at a fast food place at 11 o'clock p.m., running offers, and I, exhausted from travel, jumped into my computer as soon as I walked through my front door to help her complete it. Then came the Sunday morning's messages before coffee, before I had even opened my eyes. And after all of that, the buyer backed out again, leaving me exhausted and leaving her with nothing. And that's the part that I rarely talk about. This wasn't the first time that a client had pushed boundaries like that. It was the pattern that I refused to see. But what hit me even harder was that I have dragged someone else into my burned out. And that was the moment that I said, you know what? Never again. I'm not going to allow that ever again because burnout isn't just what people do to us, it's what we allow and who we allowed close to us, whether that's clients, friends, or family. And ironically, that same agent, the one that I tried to help, went on to remove me from multiple deals later on. And honestly, that didn't hurt me. What it did was just confirmed that everything I've already knew. I needed a different life. I needed a different pace. And I needed a different environment and better boundaries. That moment became one of the turning points that pushed us towards the Dominican Republic, not to escape, but to choose a lifestyle where hustle isn't a badge of honor and where my kids will not inherit the same burnout patterns that I carried for years. So if you're watching this and you're feeling the early signs of burnout, constant exhaustions, resentment, no boundaries, always being on, don't wait for that big moment. It doesn't get better with time, it only gets louder. Your peace, your health, and your purpose all deserve a seat at the table. Guys, this is day 21 on my 30-day challenge. If you've been following this journey, thank you. Tomorrow on day 22, I'm going to be talking about how the US system keeps you scared and how we broke free. If this helped you in any way, please hit the subscribe button. The last time I checked, I had 7, and by the end of my 30-day challenge, I hope to have at least 30 subscribers. Uh, Please like and drop a comment. You never know who might need to hear this today. Thank you for connecting, and I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving weekend. I know we did. Thank you for connecting today, and I will see you tomorrow on day 22. Bye.